high temps.
Yeah, we are going to have temperatures that will eventually reach the 50s, but we're going to have a cold kickoff to the day tomorrow. And even those 50s will be below the average. Look at the temperature history here. This is a view all the way back to November 27th. And before today, that was the last time that we hit 60. And the blue represents temperatures being below the average, our high temperatures. So we've had below average high temperatures all month long. But again, today, it changed. We hit a high of 65, the average is 62, so it was the warmest thus far for the month of December in Meridian. And the 60s felt good after that, again, cold start, but now we're behind a cold front. A front did cross today. It warmed up ahead of the front. Now the front is east of us. We're tapping into that northwest wind, and so that means it's going to cool off again. We're going to have another cold start tomorrow. High pressure is going to be in control, so we are expecting a lot of sunshine, but our temperatures will be cooler than what we had for today. So no 60s for tomorrow, at least not mid 60s. We're expecting temperatures to more so stay into the upper 50s again after a cold start. So dress a bit warmer for your Thursday. As we head into our Friday, though, again, we're going to have a cold start, but we're going to be back in the 60s by Friday because we're going to have a south wind that's going to allow that warmth to kind of creep on in, but it's also going to creep in the moisture, and that's going to bring us our next chance of rain by the weekend. And notice that we also have 60s for Saturday, even a warmer start in the morning. So kicking off the weekend, it looks pretty good. Here's the big picture for the weekend, and there's going to be another cold front that comes in. So again, we're going to have that south wind coming in out ahead of it. That's going to help to warm us up by the end of the week. For Saturday, we will have a chance for a few showers out ahead of it. It's not looking like a washout though, but once the cold front crosses, this is going to be a cold front that's connected to that colder Canadian air. So we're expecting a big dose of cold. It's going to be another cold surge that we're going to have to deal with. Highs on Sunday only reaching the 40s, barely hitting 50 in some spots. Remember, Saturday we're expecting 60s, maybe near 70, but only reaching the 40s for Sunday. And then we have to get ready for freezing conditions Sunday night into our Monday morning. And we'll have to deal with maybe freezing conditions also heading into Tuesday morning. You'll see those numbers with that 10-day forecast at 10 coming up. But far from freezing right now, although temperatures are still dropping. We're at 43 degrees in the metro. It feels like 40 when you factor in the wind. Right now, Philadelphia is also 43 and it feels like 40. The winds are relatively light, but when it gets colder, the slightest wind could add that extra bite, giving us that wind chill. So as we go through the night, though, the winds won't be a big issue. At times it could feel like it's, let's say, a little below freezing, but overall we'll keep our actual temperatures around that low to mid 30s range. So that means you want to dress warmly heading out the door tomorrow. But unlike today, we won't have this big rebound with 60s, but we are going to have upper 50s. So below the average, but still a beautiful day, plentiful sunshine expected. You'll just need to make sure that you are dressed a little bit warmer. Now, as we look at that 10-day forecast at 10, again, our next good chance of rain comes in sometime Saturday into Sunday. I think our highest rain chances, though, would be after midnight Saturday into Sunday morning while many of you are sleeping. But again, colder behind the system, so really chilly Sunday, freezing Monday morning, freezing Tuesday morning. Hence, we have the hazard icons, and then we could have another dose of rain through next week. But eventually, it'll warm up again. Keep in mind, though, we're kind of looking forward to Christmas, so we still have to watch the trends leading up to the actual holiday. But we have this roller coaster pattern, at least for the next 10 days.